Hi, I'm Jade, and welcome to this episode named Jade à la carte.
And I'm Stephanie Laura. Welcome to episode 5 of Pardon Your French with
Vanessa Shernock.
So Jade,
Yeah.
you're sat in the hot seat today.
Yeah, we got you here. Now we got to ask you some questions.
We're going to ask you some questions, my darling. Okay. That's okay, because obviously I know you for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And I've been in your life, you lucky lady.
Yes.
For a few years. And I guess when we were looking for our next guest, I was thinking of somebody who's super cool and funky, but somebody who a lot of our listeners actually would expect to see. Because you're such a cool age and you're 17 and you're just going into a huge chapter of your life, and I'm thinking you can share that.
Yeah, well, being 17 is a mix of it's like really fun, but it's really shitty also, and I just want to share the realness of what it's like being 17 in 2025.
In super rural France as well. So you have had quite a unique experience because both your parents are foreigners in France.
Yeah.
And you were raised here. Yeah. So you've kind of Frenchified your life a little bit. Yeah. You're planning on going to uni here?
Yeah, because it's like free, mostly. Public universities in France is really cheap compared to in other countries. So yeah, we'll see what it's like. And then when I'm done with uni, I'll probably get out of here.
You were born in Poland.
Yeah, I was born in Warsaw, the capital of Poland, because my dad was a diplomat. He's retired now. But he was he was working in many countries. And when he had me, he just happened to be in Poland. So I lived there for like 2 years. I obviously don't remember because I moved here when I was very young, when I was like 2-3 years old. So yeah, I spent my whole life practically in France. And also, I board at school, so I eat 3 meals per day at my school now, compared to a few years ago. I didn't used to board, so probably a bit different.
And what age can you start boarding?
At again, it depends depends which school, but usually around 14, 15 years old, when you start high school, basically.
So you could go and basically live away all week long?
Yeah, that's what I do. I've been doing that since, so I'm in terminale now. It's like the last year of high school. In France, there's 3 years of high school, seconde, première, and terminale. And I've been boarding since I was in seconde, so it's my 3rd year of boarding.
What's that like?
To be honest, I love boarding school. To be honest, it's cool being away from home, and yeah, I'm around people my age all the time, all week. I share a room with 2 lovely girls. Shout out to Leah and Lisa. But yeah, I've shared a room with them 3 years, and it's been going really, really well. It's always amazing. We always have laughs, and it's really cool. I love it.
You can go out on a night. You can leave. Can you leave campus?
No. There's
legally no.
There's some rules still, because basically we're still minors. Well, some of us are. So yeah, there's like curfews, hours you need to wake up, hours you need to do this and that. So we're not completely free, but it's still feral, still cool.
They are kind of feral though. I bet the bathrooms aren't that great.
No, to be honest, it's really clean.
Why?
Really?
So do you have somebody that you clean?
No, we don't clean ourselves.
That's why they're cleaned. Yeah, that's how they're cleaned.
We had cleaning ladies come in very regularly. So it's
just girls. There's no boys.
Okay, so so in the school there's like the dormitories for the boys, and then the girls' dormitories is on another fucking street. So we have to walk every day, every night, and every morning from the dorms to the school. I'm being dramatic because it's only like 5 minutes away. So it's only pretty sure. It's only 5 minutes away. It's just a 5-minute walk, but still, like in the winter when it's freezing cold, it's not really nice.
Do you have to wear a uniform for school?
No, not at all.
No. Have you ever had to? Did you have to do a primary?
I've always been in
So they don't do So they don't do uniforms for public schools?
No, in France they only do uniforms for private.
All right.
No.
So you can spot the posh ones a million miles away with.
I do. Buswinkers.
Buswanker. Do you think they'd get the bus? By the way. So what is it like growing up in rural France? Because obviously you're at the age where you're at the pinnacle of going to your next chapter.
But you can't drive yet, so you're still kind of trapped in the...
Well, when I was younger, I think when you're a young child, it's great to live in the country because you can just play in your big ass garden. It's great. And I used to play with my brothers outside a lot. And no, to be honest, when you're young, it's really cool. But when you get older, when you get into like the ages of maybe from 12, 13, 14, the ages that end in teen, it's hard. It's hard because there's nothing to do. You don't really play outside anymore. I mean, technology develops and all that. So it's like, bro, what the hell am I doing here? So yeah, and that's also why I board, because I board in my school. Can I say the city?
Yeah.
In Barbezieux. And Barbezieux is not a big city, okay? It's not like Paris or anything.
I wouldn't even call it a city.
It's not even
It's a small town.
Yeah, it's just a town. My dad would say it's a one-horse town, really.
Yeah, but there's no traffic lights.
No, there's nothing. There's no traffic. But there's much more things to do in Barbezieux than here.
Yeah, it's still slow compared to living in a proper city.
But it's developing.
Yeah. And then you then get to avoid, begging your parents for a lift somewhere. So like the mommy daddy taxi service is like it's an intense thing for parents when they first, realize their kids want to go somewhere, or they have, judo lessons, or they have, football or whatever. It's like, oh, I moved out to the countryside so that I didn't have to do anything, but I have kids that want to do stuff.
Yeah, the thing that's good about Barbezieux is that everything is walk length. So I can just walk to the gym, walk to the supermarket from school and everything. Since I've been boarding, I've become much more independent, and that's really cool. Because like you're left alone most of the time. There's still adults around us, but most of the time you're like, well, you need to do this and do that. So
you feel more prepared for going to uni and living away from home and stuff?
To be honest, yeah. And I'm also the eldest at home. So, like, come on, guys. I'm a bit more independent. I feel independent, quite independent.
You are a free spirit, Jade. So has being violent, because obviously you speak French, you speak English, you're learning Spanish at school?
Yeah. I really like speaking Spanish. I can say like a phrase right now. I can say it. Hola, me llamo Jade y soy muy feliz hablar sobre este podcast con Steffi y Vanessa. No, I love learning Spanish. I've been learning Spanish for 5 years, 5 or 6. I speak English and French fluently. Salut, je m'appelle Jade. Pardon. Je m'appelle Jade. Je suis avec Stéphanie et Vanessa aujourd'hui. I speak a little bit Mandarin. I understand it more than I speak it, because at home, my mum will speak it to me sometimes, and I just answer her in English. I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, mum, okay. So, yeah, I can say like, 你好，我叫 Jade. Wait, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I forgot, I lost count. But anyway.
So have your friendships changed over the years? Are you like close with certain people, different cultures and backgrounds now?
Well, of course. I feel like the transition from collège to lycée is a pretty big step. I mean, it's different for everyone. And to be honest, I went to collège and lycée in the same town, so Barbezieux. I think it's a big step because the schoolwork is harder. You become more mature. So it's like from about 15 years old. You're 15 when you go to high school, around 15. I was 14 because I'm born at the end of the year. But anyway, it is kind of a big step. And yeah, my friend group did change. I've lost how do I say it? I've lost touch. Like I don't speak to some of the people I used to speak to in college, but it doesn't mean we're like in bad terms or anything. It's just that we've grown apart. And also it's probably a bit different for me too, because I board there. Not everyone boards at Lycee. So yeah, I made a load of friends within the boarding school, within the borders. So yeah.
So you found that connection? Because I guess, I mean, all I can associate it to was when we went on a school trip to Fairfield Manor when I was like younger. Yeah. We all like hung out in the dormitory and we're like, oh, but this is amazing.
So like I used to sleep away at summer camp, but when I was your age, like you'd go to school during the day, you go home at night, and then the first time anybody's actually living away from home is at uni, and it's like when all hell breaks loose. But you have the experience of like developing more independence and getting more comfortable. Like, you know, you were just put with people, right, initially for your roommates. So that could have been good or bad. It could have been disastrous.
I know. Well, I didn't really make a choice for my roommates. I was just put with these girls that I didn't really know. I knew one of them, not very well, but I'd seen her a few times on the bus and stuff. Yeah. She was in the private school. But yeah, I didn't really know the girls. I was just put in a room with them, and I just had to hope. I thought we would get along, and we did. We really did.
Yeah.
And we do.
No, amazing. Very lucky. So obviously I know you like socially, and I know how incredible you are at fitness, judo, singing, which is, you have a real skill set. So tell everybody a bit more how you got into each one.
Okay. So martial arts is a big part of my life. I am a black belt in judo. I could have been a second dan, so the second level of the black belt by now, but I was too lazy this year to do the exams for it. So no, I can't flex that.
Too busy, not too lazy.
Too busy. But yeah, so I'm a black belt in judo. To be honest, martial arts wasn't what I wanted to do at first. When I was younger, I was very girly. I loved pink. I loved princesses. I loved mermaids, unicorns, everything. And I wanted to dance. So my parents signed me up for to this classical dance thing. I'd bought a tutu and leotard and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, 4 or 5. And I come to this dance class, and like the teacher was like, no, she's too fat and she's not old enough. So
how French is that? Like, no, we don't take fat kids. It's like, but she needs exercise.
Yeah, they were like, that's why she's come here.
Yeah, we're trying to get her active and doing stuff.
And they were like, nah, she's not built for it. So one day after this event, my dad picked me up from school, from kindergarten, whatever you call it, maternelle in France. And we drove past this this place, and I saw kids my age in like judo gi, so the white like uniforms with the belts stuff, and I was like, Daddy, what's that? Why are they wearing that, Daddy? And he was like, so my dad is a third dan in karate, so he knew about martial arts, a lot about martial arts. And he looked and he was like, oh, it must be a judo class. Do you want to go see? And I was like, yeah, I want to go see. So we went and looked at this judo class, and that's what got me into judo, and I started judo. And that's it. That's the story of judo. And I've been sporty ever since, even though I was a bit chubby when I was little. But I've been into sports. I mean, Dad always tried to keep me active. I tried dancing again, just a different type, and I stuck to it for 3 years, and then I stopped. And I mean, that's what life's about. You try everything, you stop, and then you take it up again, and then
you're singing.
Well, I've always loved music and singing, so yeah. Right now I have a band at school. I've been like singing in a band for 3 years, so ever since I've been in high school. When I was in college, so middle school, I would do like choir singing, like la chorale, and the music teacher was like, he spotted me out amongst the other kids and was like, yeah, you sing well, so why don't you join like this like group and stuff? And I've done like multiple concerts and stuff. I'm not saying like I did big concerts like yeah, like Festival de Cannes and stuff, but bruh, but like I've done multiple like small little concerts in like the town and stuff like that. And I mean, I love that. I love performing. It's like I love it.
I was like, we can tell. You're the only one that looked into the camera so far.
But then I remember when I first saw you perform, I was blown away, and it was my pronunciation off, but like Fête de la Musique.
Ouais, la fête de la musique.
Because it's my birthday on the same day, which I'm very excited about when I moved here and found out. And I saw you in Babajou performing, and it was pouring with rain on that day, and you were like so delayed, weren't you? Because everyone had to like that pack up and like cover all their equipment up before you had to like go back out again. And I think it was got nearly midnight, wasn't it, or something, when you actually got on.
Literally.
Wow,
Everyone had gone home, so I was like, yeah.
the wait though.
Like this band that you're in, you practice at school? Do you have a room or whatever? So what instruments are in your group and what's it called? Shout out to.
So in school there's a music room, which I'm really grateful for. It's really cool. So I have two bands. It's a bit complicated. I have one band that's not in the music lesson thing, because I have music lessons every week, so once a week. This year it's on a Monday from 6 to 7 before I go eat. So I have that band, which kind of changed since last year. I mean, so I have a bassist named Lycee, I have a guitarist named Colin, and I have the drummer named Jake. And then there's me. I just sing. I don't play an instrument. I just sing. And but last year it wasn't like just it wasn't bass, drum, and guitar. There was also a pianist, and it just changes because some people just stop and some people just come back in. But I just stayed, so the school's probably like fed up with me because they're like, oh, she's singing again. What the hell? But this is the third time. But yeah, but. So we don't really have a name. We just perform at the end of the school year. And that's it. With our lovely, with our great music teacher, Angèle. He's great. He's an inspiration. Like literally, he plays every instrument. He sings. He does everything. He's literally amazing. My other band is called Samsara. That's just with Colin and Jake, and we just like perfume.
Samsara.
Yeah. It's just to have fun. Sometimes
Do you guys write your own music, or
we wrote one song, yeah, because in December, I think, can't remember, but this school year, there was like an event in school on la laïcité, and we wrote a song about it, and it's called The Naked Republic. So yeah, we performed it and the school liked it, so it's cool.
So you're gonna release it on, and everyone can find it at.
Well, we haven't released it yet.
I guess for you, everything from your fitness to your judo to your singing, it all ties in. Is any of them like therapy for you? Because obviously life, when I was growing up and you were at 17, to this day and age, the world that we live in now at 17 is so different, and the pressures that social medias and likes and comments and all that sort of stuff, and the pressure, I guess, that you guys are under compared to when I was young is like gotta be immense.
Well, about a year ago, I was diagnosed with depression. Not a very great moment of my life, but what really helped me get through it was the gym. Like the gym, I go to the gym 5 times per week. I'm literally an addict. I like it's my priority. It's my number one priority in the week. If I don't go to the gym, I literally crash out. But I love it. I love going to the gym. I have I do weightlifting and cardio, and it fits in perfectly in my routine. it's just me. It's a part of me. And if I don't go to the gym, if I didn't have the gym, it would be, I don't know where I'd be right now. But
From a fit body, in the sense that we don't have
Yep.
to be physically like stacked, but just even I was walking 8 kilometers to pick Carter up from school, and I loved it. It was just a bit of me time away from everybody and like family responsibilities, and just listening to my favorite music and just power walking up to the school, and I could do it in like 45 minutes. But even that for me was incredible, and I haven't been able to do it because of like time and the weather, which sounds like a really big excuse, but
No, I mean, the weather's been horrendous.
it has been, hasn't it, for France? But I haven't been able to do it, and I was doing it even in like hailstones and rain. It didn't bother me, but I completely feel the difference now. Like mentally, I'm not as strong.
you need to invest in the treadmill. Well, I'm more busy this year because I've got lots of stuff going around. So I'm less invested in judo. But last year and the year before, I was like going to championships and stuff. I went to Paris to the nationals in 2023, and my dad was like,
So proud.
"Oh, proud."
Since you're not French, are you allowed to compete at French, like a Championnat de France?
Yeah.
You can compete not in a classe étranger?
No, it's pretty easy. I mean, I have a UK passport, a British passport, and I feel like the British passport is like a VIP pass to anything. Like, yeah,
For me, I mean, it used to be, that's for sure.
Be before shit's it. But I thought if you were British, even if you were like the best at what like sport you were doing, even if you lived in France all your life, it's like tough shit.
Well, yeah, so I've experienced personally with like when we're doing clay shooting and stuff, we have to be classed. If we go to the Championship of France, we're classed as étranger. And like they don't even have a men's and a women's class for foreigners. I have to compete against my husband. Yeah, so he shoots like 98 out of 100 and I shoot like 70. And like,
that's so weird to me.
they didn't do that for judo.
No.
So I've got a question. I know it's a bit like broad. What makes you feel at 17 that someone is successful?
Well, to me, success is happiness.
Yeah.
Honestly. And to be happy, you mean you need to fill in loads of like categories, obviously. But I mean, it's also my answer to that question is also linked to what I've lived, like depression and stuff. It's not cool. And when you touch the bottom, like when you're really at a low point in your life, you don't want to live through that again. So happiness is literally a feeling I really value.
It's gratitude. It's gratitude, being grateful, have living. And like I say to Carter, when he has like dark moments and stuff, and I'm like, mate, you're living in the future or you're living in the past. Bring it back to the present. And when you're in that minute and in that moment, you can't feel happiness or sad or regret or anything because you're just living for that moment. Yeah. And it's like whenever you are getting to that place where you can feel it, like the darkness edging in, go for a run, move your body, move your brain and think of gratitude.
I feel like people need to know that happiness is not a long-term thing. Happiness wouldn't be special if you were happy all the time.
Yeah.
Like
everything's temporary.
Yeah, everything is temporary, and it's normal to have low moments. It's normal to be sad. It's normal to be angry. It's just life. And happiness is like, it's great, but it's rare, and just need to appreciate it when you're happy. I mean,
you can't feel happiness unless you've experienced a low.
Yeah.
So you have to have the lows to appreciate the highs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. My dad would say, so I'm going to talk about judo again, but during competitions, when I used to lose some like fights, my dad would say to me, well, you have to lose to appreciate when you win, to appreciate winning. I mean, if you won all the time, it'd be boring. You'd be like, oh, yeah, I won again. But if you lose a few times, and then you win, it's like, yes, I won. But if you keep winning, it's just boring.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
And I guess if you keep losing, you've got that opportunity to win. Whereas all you do is if you keep winning, you're just waiting for the day you lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Downward spiral, that, isn't it? So off the back of that, then, do you feel pressure to have your like, oh, I figured out who you are and what you're embracing?
At the moment, a bit, yeah, kind of. Especially when my school was pressuring me to like apply to universities and stuff, and I'm like, brats, I just turned 17. Leave me alone. What the hell? Okay, and also 2 years ago, I had to choose majors. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in France, you need to choose these things called spécialité. So majors, like subjects you major in, and the subjects you major in kind of have an impact on your degree, on your diploma, and on where you can go on later on. Like, I didn't choose maths. I don't do maths anymore. But that means I can't go into anything. That means I can't go into anything like mathematical, scientific, and all that. Like, the universities would not accept me in like medical stuff, like surgeon, being a surgeon, or
Hey, that's a big jump, though. Yeah, but that's what you see. Well, it's an example, man. So I could be a botanist. There's other like some examples.
like I couldn't go into engineering either because I don't have like
Any
any maths and science. So yeah, but that's a choice I made when I was 15,
See,
16.
you're like maths.
Oh,
Actually, got to get you a T-shirt that says "I quit math."
maths, mathématiques.
God. So yeah, I think that's crazy. I mean, when I was looking back to what we were talking earlier, like what I was doing at 17, oh my God. Like I was not making life decisions about where I want to be in the next 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I was literally being a fuckwit in a field with all my mates getting drunk, like smoking fags. I don't think I'm that far away from it now.
Yeah, I was gonna say so. Like, and it got you where? No, but I mean, I was very similar. Like, I had friends who had all their shit together, and they always knew what they wanted to be.
Like in Ben's, the doctor.
Yeah. But then I was never like that. And I didn't decide my major until you can go for 2 years and be undecided at American universities. So 2 years, you just take like the general education stuff and then you have to decide. And like, it gives you time to kind of figure out what you're interested in if you like take a class or whatever that you like. But if I had to decide when I was your age or 15,
That's a lot.
yeah.
So what's something you wish adults understood? And we're adults, we get it. Like, what do you think, like, people our age or older should actually understand about the world of a 17-year-old now?
I mean, I think adults should understand that it's okay to crash out, like to have mental breakdowns and stuff. But I literally like have a mental breakdown at least once a week. I think.
It was just
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, describe a mental breakdown. Like, be more specific.
Like I literally cry and I'm like throwing stuff around. No, probably not, but like I literally cry and I'm like, oh, what the hell? I'm never gonna be good at anything. And
But that just sounds like being a woman to me. We're like, you haven't gone too far.
and that goes on for like 30 to 40 minutes, and
30 to 40. 40 years, say how to spell.
and I'm just like crying on the floor or something.
Snooty bed smashed it because that's a great amount of time you have to fix yourself, Jade.
40 minutes after, I'm like taking a selfie, like, yeah, bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Like, rah, who cried just now? Not me. Rah. But like, I feel like adults should understand that it's okay to have like moments like that.
What do you want life to look like in 5 years, my darling?
Well, there's one word that's really important to me. It's balance.
Yeah.
Balance is the key to everything. And in 5 years, I just want to be stable. Stable is like a synonym for balance, I feel like. And yeah, financially, I want to be stable. Mentally, I want to be stable enough. I mean, whatever I can get. Yeah. even socially, intellectually, but it's not on a good start right now, but anyway.
Right, you got another 4.5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to find balance.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone is striving for in a way, isn't it?
In 5 years' time, you'll either be finishing with uni or going on to grad school or whatever. Do you see yourself living back in rural France ever again?
Maybe when I'm like really old and have grandkids and
And you just need to like stay at home.
yeah, exactly.
It's like a cycle, though, isn't it? Because when you're young, all you want is a card in that same card is swing.
And when you're old, you just want that peace and quiet.
And I think this is it. Yeah, you're right. And it's like, at my point, I'm a bit like, oh, I'd rather be nearer a town. So for you guys, like, I completely get it. And your dad is forever up and down that road, like dropping you into town or dropping you into, you know what I mean?
It's one of those things, though, like parents come out here for that peace and to give their kids a good, like, free countryside upbringing. And then you hit that age where you want to be in a city more, and then you basically like become a drag on them for wanting to move.
Yeah.
Well, or just wanting, because that's the first time you really like feel that freedom as a kid to like go see your friends and like, start to learn who you are as a person more. And then, like you say, then you get to a point where you're like, I've got a job all day and I just want to go home and like have it be peace and quiet. And so a lot of people end up back here. But do you think if your parents move away from here, do you think you would still come back here?
In like a few years, if my parents.
Yeah, like if your parents decide to relocate to a city or something like that, do you think you'd ever want to come back here?
Hell no. I mean, oh no, I don't know.
It's like you won't realize until later on in life like how much you were influenced by that culture in your upbringing. So you never know. You might like end up living in the UK and just hate it.
Yeah, I don't think I would live in the UK. Murder.
Yeah, but everything's it's that turning the chapter of that page, isn't it? And it's actually, you're right as a young person to make your choice and then go like, oh, I want to travel. I know Carl would straight away go like, I'm out. You know what I mean? And so I guess my question then, like, if anybody was watching this thinking, right, I've got a 16, 17, even 15-year-old daughter or son who I'm thinking of moving and relocating here, well, what would you say? What would your advice be? I mean, you don't want to put people off from doing their dream. It's like cause more chaos for the parent in the long run if they've got a kid that's stuck or unhappy or.
Yeah, but it's like the taxi service, I think, is a huge thing that people have to understand. Like and that was one thing that Giselle and Simon knew when they moved out here. They were like, okay, there isn't a lot of public transport. Like, if our kids want to go somewhere, and they were like, we've got to be taxis, and you can't moan about it. It's like it's a pain in the butt, but
Part of being a parent.
Yeah, it's part of being a parent in a rural area.
So, Jade, finally, last question for you. What's one thing you know for sure?
One thing I know for sure. Nothing is sure. Nothing is sure for it.
Nothing is sure.
Thank you, Jade.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Coming on.
Really appreciate it.
Like and subscribe. That's how we are able to keep the podcast.
Share the video.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
The views up.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
What is it you're trying to get to? Like the fact that we're on Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcasts. Yeah, everything. Share everything. Follow us on Instagram. So
yeah, like, subscribe.
Yeah, it just
follow.
Massively helps us, doesn't it? And actually, if you want to see anybody in particular, any guesses, subjects that you feel you'd like to know a bit more and have a real conversation about, then DM us and let us know.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.